Hello, my name is Marco. I am 18 years old and I have built my dream physique. Now, this video is about the obesitization of America. I don't know if that's a word, but if it is, hey, language is a tool, all right? Make it a word. Obesitization. Now, what do I mean by this? I mean that America has formed itself for obesity. And I think it's an epidemic. I think it is an epidemic. I think it's something that's been going on for a long time. I think it's something that needs desperate work. And I'm going to explain to you why it's really hard to be fit in this society right now. And compared to other societies, because it is really kind of depressing. As you'll see as we get into it. But my first reasoning as to why there is an obesity epidemic in America right now is the goods. The healthy goods are priced higher compared to the unhealthy ones. If you go to McDonald's, you can get hamburger with fries, maybe like $4, $5. I would guess $6 at most. You go to the store, you might get some strawberries for $4 or $5. You might get a pound of chicken breast for $15. It's crazy. These the healthier alternatives cost more. Think about that. To eat like a caveman, like how our ancestors were eating 500 years ago. No, way longer. Let's say 1,000. 1,500 years ago. It's closer to, gathering era. But that long ago, they were eating better than us. They were eating whole foods, fresh food that was just hunted, berries that were picked in this week. And look at us now, eating frozen berries, eating frozen processed food that came from a factory. And because it's cheaper, it's easier to get. So why not get it? Isn't that kind of worrying, right? That it's cheaper to eat unhealthy. Because of course people are going to give into that because people want to save money. Of course people want to save money. How is it a privileged thing to eat healthy nowadays? That's kind of scary. Now, my second reasoning I say this is in moving desk jobs and cars. The standard health advice, or at least what I've seen a lot of people say, 10,000 steps a day. Now, it's kind of hard to quantify that unless you have one of those Fitbit watches, which I recommend you get, by the way. I want to get one soon as well, but I don't have the funds for it right now. But a Fitbit watch will track your steps, right? It's great. It's a great thing. It'll also track your sleep. Very, very, also very important component for bodybuilding. But 10,000 steps is a lot. It's pretty hard to get. Not in the past, not in other countries. But in America, it's pretty hard to get. Why is that? We have been moving desk jobs where we just sit down, clack on a computer all day, and call that a day. Then we get in the car, something that we also don't use our legs, and we drive miles to get home. We might walk from the car into our house and then sit down and watch some videos. Where's the exercise in there? Wait. Okay, so we wake up, brush our teeth, we have some food, we drive, we work, moving, just staying still. Then we drive back, and then we sit back down. We spend our whole day sitting, laying down. So of course we don't get our goals. Think about other countries. I've been to Japan before. You go to Japan, you walk everywhere. You walk to the nearest store. You walk to this place. You walk to this little restaurant over here. You walk for the transportation. For not the metro, but it's like the trains, right? You walk for that. And you get in a lot of steps. The food there is organic. It's little humble, authentic food that is made right there with no processing, just whole foods. Same with somewhere in Puerto Rico, for example. I'm from Puerto Rico. And there, you can go down the street, get yourself some rice and beans, okay? Amarillito, little sandwich, I don't know, something. Right? Something humble, a little cafecito, something there that you can get for yourself that's authentic, that is whole foods. And it's not that expensive. Well, now it is, but it's usually, it shouldn't be that expensive, right? And it's kind of the hard part, right? And what am I trying to get at? In this society, to be fit, you have to swim against the current. That's what I'm trying to get at. That's what this video is about. In order to pick the path that you are picking right now, you need to swim against the current. In other words, you're picking the path of most resistance, the hardest path to follow. But you know what? It's the path that has most rewards. Because when has it ever not been like that? When has the path of most resistance never been the best path to make? Never. It's always the best one. The path of most resistance teaches you the most. It reaps the most rewards. It gives you what you want. So you know what? It's hard. And it shouldn't be this way. Okay? It shouldn't be the fact that you can get a $5 hamburger at McDonald's, but you need to pay $6 for strawberries, all right? It shouldn't be like that. But you know what? It's a challenge that you and I are willing to overcome. And we will overcome it. And that's the lesson here. Pick the path of most resistance. In this case, it has some great rewards at the end of the tunnel. Thank you for watching. Stay consistent.